Hello everyone, this is Miss Time Bunny, and today I am doing the British tag. So I've got my trusty notebook here because I am useless at remembering questions, so I'm going to crack on and we're going to have a bit of a giggle and do this. So, question number 1 is, how many cups of tea do you have a day and how many sugars? Well, it depends really whether I'm at work or at home and things like that. If I'm at work, I might have maybe about 2 to 3, because I'll have one in the morning before I go to work. You know, I might have one when I'm actually at work at some point, and then I probably have at least one when I get home. Sometimes maybe 2. So I'd say, yeah, it can be anything up to maybe like 3, 4 if I'm at work. And if I'm at home, it can be who knows how many. I think it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I won't have any at all. I'll just drink like soft drinks, water, things like that. And other days I might end up drinking about 8 or 9 cups of tea a day, you know. So my days off, it depends really. And I have 2 sugars in my tea because I'm just a dirty heathen. Yes, I have too much sugar probably. Well, enough said. Right, number 2, favourite part of your roast dinner? Ooh, see, look, I really love roast potatoes, but I also really love parsnips as well, so I think it's probably like a joint between the two, because they're just both really nice. Right, question number 3 is favourite dunking biscuit? Now, some people are going to think I'm weird when I say this, but I really don't like dunking anything in my tea. It's like, I don't know why I just don't like dunking biscuits in my tea, it's just like a weird thing. But I do dunk Twix biscuits into my tea. It's just, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I won't dip anything else in apart from Twix bars. It's like, what? So, but yeah, if Twixes count, then I suppose that would be the only thing I really dunk in my tea. But it's just like, ugh. Anything else I'm just like, no, why would you contaminate your tea like that? Right, number 4 is favourite quintessentially British pastime. Now, for anyone who's thinking what does quintessential mean, it basically means stereotypical, you know, basically that's what it means. So, I don't know, do I have a stereotypical British pastime? Moaning about the weather? Drinking too much tea? I don't know if they count, let's go for it. Right, now question 5 is favourite word. See, look, the word I like to use a lot, I'm not sure if I can really say it on YouTube, just in case there's any young ears listening. But another word I like to use though, which I can say, is discombobulated, which basically means really confused, or, you know, basically something to that effect. To sort of like put it in layman's terms. Right. Question number 6, Cockney rhyme and slang. I'm guessing that probably means do I know any, but I do. I know a bit. There's like sort of Adam and Eve, believe, apples and pears, stairs, you know. So I know a little bit. There's probably more I know, but I just can't think of them offhand because my brain's gone, nah, I'm not going to give you any more. Right, number 7, my favourite sweet. Do Reese's count? Because I just really love Reese's stuff. Even though I haven't really had much in the way of Reese's recently, I just really like them. Okay, number 8. What would your pub be called? I don't know. What would I call my pub? Probably the Raving Lunatic or something like that. I don't know. If any of you guys can think of a really good pub name for me to own, you'd go for it. So, right, number 9, my number 1 British person. Do I have one? I don't know. Probably Rick Mail, because he's Rick Mail and he is God as far as I'm concerned. Right, number 10, favourite shop / restaurant. I don't really go to pretty posh restaurants very often, but you know, sort of, I probably spend way too much time in McDonald's, which is really not healthy for me. Mainly because I just love getting their sort of like lattes in there because they're just really cheap, and McDonald's are just so convenient because they're everywhere. I know that makes me probably a terrible person, I admit that. And I expect all the vegetarians and vegans are going to hate me for that comment, but it's like, but their coffees are so nice. And I'm just very weak, I admit that. And my favourite shop is probably, well, it's not like a sort of pretty like a specific sort of like company, but it's probably going to be just charity shops in general. Because there's like, where I live there are quite a few, you know, we have like Bernardo's, we have PDSA, we have Scope, we have like British Heart Foundation and quite a few others. So I'm going to say my favourite shop is probably more an umbrella term, just say charity shops in general. Because number 11, what British song pops into your head? I'm going to say probably the first one that always pops into my head is usually like Oasis tracks. It's like, even though I'm not into Oasis, it's just like, for some reason it's always their songs that seem to like pop into my head when everyone just thinks like, oh, you know, British bands, British music. It's like, for some reason it's usually either them or the Spice Girls that normally pop into my head first. So I'm probably going to say, yeah, Don't Look Back in Anger, because that's the one that always gets played on the radio. We'll go with that. And number 12, Marmite. I love it. Bring on the Marmite because it is good. And anyone who says otherwise, we can't be friends anymore, so just no. Marmite is king, as far as I'm concerned, because I love it. So, but that, people, is the British tag. And I'm going to probably put the tag out there and say, anyone who wants to do this, just for the sheer shits and giggles, just go for it, because it'll just be just way too much fun, I reckon, just to see what other people say. So, yes, do it. Do it. Come and do the tag. If I remember, I will try and put the questions into the description. Again, if I ever say I'm going to put something in the description and I forget, just poke me and I will get it updated, or I'll put it in the description, in the comments, somewhere. So yes, but I will try and remember to put them in there. So until next time, I am going to leave it here, and I will see you all again soon.